Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Alec Reid. This is my channel, Alec Reid, and today we're reading chapter 3 of Nick and Charlie. Super exciting stuff. I also want to remind everyone that I do have an Instagram. It's Alec Reid 123 on Instagram, so go check that out. Make sure you leave comments, subscribe. With the comments, you can just say hello or you can leave recommendations. I will respond to both. But anyway, let's jump right into the video. Charlie. I woke up because the sun is in my eyes. I forgot to close my curtains last night. I forgot to do a lot of things last night, like be a decent human being. I fumbled for my phone before realizing it's still in my back pocket, and I'm still in my clothes. It's 10:15 in the morning. No texts, no fake Facebook messages, nothing. I don't want to get out of bed, to change. I don't want to do anything. Last night, what was I even thinking? The Ellen Tao thing freaked me out. That after all this time, they'd just be like, cool, yeah, we're breaking up, oh well. After 2 years, didn't they love each other? No, clearly not. They were bored. And I guess I started to think, what if Nick's bored? We don't do many exciting things. We just sit around at each other's houses. I'm a pretty boring person, so I guess I wanted to test him, to check whether he wanted to break up, but I couldn't even say it. I couldn't even say it properly. Stupid. I'm stupid. I'm a fucking stupid idiot. I'd rather not have known. I'd rather have just carried on in blissful ignorance of what he thought, rather than this absolute mess. Now I have no idea what he's thinking. Is he just mad at me, or does he actually want to break up? The thought of texting him to find out makes me feel physically ill. We've argued before, but nothing quite as bad as this. We've never woken up still angry at each other. I haven't woken up feeling this shit in a long time, hungover and wanting to be sick and wanting to cry in the familiar emptiness I thought I'd gotten rid of a long time ago. That feeling that makes me want to stay in bed and never get up again. One time when I was in year 11, a few weeks after I got out of the hospital, Nick said something he didn't mean. While we were eating dinner together. Some stupid thing about how I wasn't trying hard enough. And I started having a go at him, and it turned into a massive argument, ending in him leaving. But even then, he still came back a few hours later, and everything was okay again. I think that might have been the first time we slept in the same bed, actually. I roll over so I'm out of the sun and pull my covers over my head, but the birds are tweeting outside are so loud, and it's still too bright in my room. So I just end up laying there. I wish I could turn back time. I wish I could keep turning back time to Thursday, and every time I got to the end of Thursday, I'd just rewind it back to the beginning of Thursday again, and I'd just be with Nick every day for the rest of my life. I can't believe I even think stuff like this. Pathetic. I'm so pathetic. Morning, says my sister Victoria, when I slump down next to her on the lounge sofa. She's in her pajamas and dressing gown and watching Bridesmaids with a large bag of kettle chips on her lap. Morning. Why are you watching a film at 11 o'clock in the morning? Why not? Why kettle chips? First day of study leave treat. It's your second day of study leave. Then it's my second day of study leave treat. I laugh and watch the film with her for a few minutes. I never really got into this film, but Victoria's weirdly obsessed with it. It might be because the main character is super sarcastic, just like her. So, you feeling okay? She turns to me. Have you had breakfast? I feel a bit sick. It's nearly lunchtime anyway. She doesn't comment. Normally Victoria's the first one to make me eat when I don't want to. What happened to Nick last night? You're lucky Becky had her car. And why were you drunk and crying in the commissary? I groan and roll my head back against the sofa. Do we have to talk about it? She shrugs and looks at the back, to the screen. Nope. Thought you might want to. We sit in silence for a minute, and then I decide to tell her. I tell her the full story, not that there's much to tell anyway. Nick's constantly talking about university, me getting all anxious about it, hearing about Ellen Tao, getting scared, saying stuff I shouldn't have, Nick freaking out. Everything is my fault, as usual. Jesus, she says, once I've finished. She gazes at me, the remains of her eyeliner smeared under her eyes, and then she pauses the film. Sounds like a really bad argument. Yeah, no shit. You don't think he wants to break up, do you? Well, I don't know, maybe. He didn't say no. I don't want to break up, you know. He just got so angry. And then suddenly I feel tears in my eyes. I bring up a hand to cover my face, and when I speak, my voice is all high-pitched and wobbly. I feel like shit. Oh, Charlie. Victoria puts down her crisps and pulls me into a hug. Running one hand over my back. It's okay. I shake my head into her shoulder, trying not to get tears all over her dressing gown. It's not okay. It's really not okay. She lets me cry into her shoulder for a few minutes before she speaks again. I think you need to talk to him. I don't know what to say, I whisper. Just something. Anything. He hates me. That's untrue. He's angry. That's temporary. I don't know what to say. It doesn't matter what you say. You just have to say something. Nick. Saturday is a nothing day. I get up around 10. I take Henry for a walk. I eat. I have a nap. I play with Henry in the living room. I play video games for 5 hours. I eat again. I nap again. I go on YouTube for 4 hours. I discover that I've lost my disposable camera. I spend an hour looking for it and then cry myself to sleep. On Sunday morning, I stay in bed. I start to realize that the reason I feel numb is because I'm in shock that Charlie would even suggest breaking up. I'm also starting to realize that the shock is turning into panic. I'm panicking now. Panicking that long distance really isn't going to work after all, that it's going to be too hard. If Charlie's this upset now, he'll be even worse when I leave. But I can't stay here just because he's upset about it. What am I supposed to do? There's nothing I can do. Nothing. It is what it is. Charlie wants to break up with me before it gets too painful. Maybe we'd end up breaking up anyway. Maybe we're just getting it out of the way. What? I don't know. I have no clue what I think anymore. I go to text Charlie, but then realize I can't, because I don't know what to say. I can't speak to him until I understand what I feel. I start crying again. Mom asks me what's wrong on Sunday afternoon. I tell her me and Charlie had an argument. Oh, you two get that patched up though, won't you? She says, then leaves the kitchen before I have a chance to say, not necessarily. Maybe not. Maybe not this. Maybe this is it. Charlie. Wednesday arrives and I still haven't done anything, and neither has Nick. I guess I hoped if I waited long enough he'd be the one to text me first, or call me, or something, but there's nothing. Honestly, I have no idea what he's thinking. Maybe he really does want to break up. Why else would he have just lost it at me? He's never been so angry with me before. God, I wouldn't blame him if he wanted to break up. I'm pathetic. I tried to distract myself with revision, but it doesn't really work. My Thursday Latin language exam rolls around and it goes fine. I memorized all the vocab in the end. There's nothing I'll let stop me from doing my best in my exams. But I don't feel happy when it's over. I just check my phone for the 600 billionth time, and there's nothing. Of course, nothing. I know I should text him, but if I ask whether he really does want to break up and he says yes, I don't know what I'll do. What's the point of life without Nick? Wow, I'm so embarrassing. If he wants to talk to me, he will. If he doesn't, then I guess that's it. That's the end. Nick. 9 days since the party. A Sunday. I messed up my psychology exam on Friday, but I don't think that was because of our argument. Everyone knows psychology A-level came straight out of hell. I've got a few days until my next exam, so I don't do anything again this weekend. I don't even take Henry for a walk. I asked my mom to do it. I just sit in my room, curtains shut, playing video games, watching TV, doing nothing. Mom walks in at about 1 p.m. and asks if I want lunch, but stops when she sees me wrapped up like a burrito in my duvet, my hair greasy and a property show on TV. She sits down on the bed. "You were right, Nikki." "Mm-hmm." "How's Charlie? I haven't seen him in a few days." I blink slowly and look at her. We argued. That was a while back, though, wasn't it, love? 9 days. And you still haven't figured it out? No. Oh, baby. She pats what she thinks is my leg, but is actually just a bit of lumpy duvet. Have you tried talking to him? He broke up with me. What? Are you sure? That doesn't sound like him. Yes. She breathes out. Oh, baby. I'm so sorry. She holds out her arms for a hug. I sort of fall into them, still in my duvet burrito form. It'll be okay. You'll be all right. It takes quite a lot of effort not to cry again. Do you want to order pizza tonight? She asks. Special treat? I nod. Yes, please. I love you so much, baby. You'll be okay. I love you, Mom. But I don't think I'll be okay. Ever. I don't think I'll ever be okay ever again. And that is the end of chapter 3. I know, this chapter was a shorter chapter. It was surprising. But anyway, like, subscribe, comment down below. We will do chapter 4 next time. Chapter 4 is 7 pages long. So be prepared for that, because I'm a slow reader, let's be honest. Anyway, like, subscribe, comment down below. Just hit my microphone. Follow me on Instagram at allegreads123. Over there you'll get ask questions. You can ask me questions. You can watch updates. You can see every different thing known to man about my process and about what I'm planning to do with my channel. I'm also trying to make a schedule. Life got pretty crazy, so I'm kind of trying to figure that whole thing out. But anyway, I hope that you guys enjoy, and I will see you in the next video. Good night, good morning, good afternoon, or good night. Goodbye, ladies, gentlemen, and everybody in between, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, friends!